Hey, what's up everyone? Nick here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to yet another new type of series on the channel. Something very basic. I didn't put a lot of creative effort into this name, but I'm going to be calling it Multiplayer Mondays, and it is very self-explanatory. Rather than doing man versus games or different series like that, Mondays will be reserved for some multiplayer gaming, and I'll switch around the games as you can see. I'll talk about this, but I am playing Dead by Daylight, a game that I've been playing for a handful of months now. I really like it. I'll talk about kind of how I got into it. I also have been playing a lot of Call of Duty Cold War on the PS5, so probably, maybe, I don't have a particular order for these, but I'll definitely play some Call of Duty in the future, and I'll do it on the PS5. In fact, that might actually be a good way to start test recording on the PS5 because, again, still playing on the PS4. What you're seeing right now, this is on the PS4, even though personally I've been playing DBD on my PS5. But yeah, so this is DBD, Death by Daylight. That's the obvious abbreviation. I'm not gonna like introduce the game or anything. Maybe you guys have seen this game, maybe you haven't. But rather than me just sitting here talking about it, I figure why not just start playing. Also, sometimes it can take a while to find a game, so if it takes a really long time, I'll just edit that out. But otherwise, I'm just gonna jump right into it. All I'm doing right here is I am setting up my starting abilities and add-ons and everything. And here we go. So I'll just ready up and get ready to join the lobby. First, before I talk about DBD, because you'll see what this game is as I'm playing. Just real quick, so moving forward into 2021, you guys have been seeing a lot more content pop up onto my channel. While I don't have a formal schedule, basically what I'm trying to adhere to is doing normal gaming videos Tuesday through Saturday. So like right now, for example, I'm doing the Last of Us man versus game and the Spider-Man man versus game. On Sundays, and this is not going to start until maybe another week or so, but on Sundays I'm going to kind of save for random videos. Maybe it'll be a video about the puppy that I've talked about that I'm currently raising, that I just adopted. Maybe it'll be about, I don't know, just random videos. But then Mondays are going to be multiplayer. And so that actually, I found a game really quickly. So that's it. That's all it is. Multiplayer Mondays, I'm going to be doing multiplayer gaming online. Moving forward, at some point, once I get a better setup, it would be ideal to do these as live streams versus, just playing and recording it. But I got to work with what I got for the time being, so hopefully you guys still enjoy. I think this will be a lot of fun because one thing you guys might not know about me, video games make me very angry. So like all of the walkthroughs that I've recorded in the past, my commentary is pretty tame because it's recorded post-production. But when I play online games, I get into it. Like, I get really competitive and really frustrated, and it's probably the most times anyone will ever hear me cuss is when I'm playing an online game. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think you guys will enjoy it. And looks like the game is about to start. So without further ado, let's kick off the very first Multiplayer Monday with a couple games, probably 2, maybe 3, depending on how long they go, of Death by Daylight. So I'll talk about this game. What it is it's a 4v1 multiplayer game. I am playing as the survivor, not the killer. And it is a very, mechanically speaking, it is a very simple game. The objective of the survivors... Uh-oh. Okay, so this could potentially be a bad game because the killer's already near me. Okay, so there's the killer right there. And this guy's fucking me. Oh, god damn it. I meant to heal that guy and accidentally flipped the pallet. Okay, so... Okay. That really kind of threw me right into it. I didn't get a lot of time to explain what was going on. So there you can see that's Leatherface. That's the guy from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So essentially what this game is it pits 4 survivors against a killer. A lot of the killers are just generic, creative enemies that the game created. But over time, they got licenses to use, franchised killers. So in this game, You can play against Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Ghostface, Pyramid Head. There's a lot of different guys here. Okay, so let me talk about the actual objective of this game. Very simple premise. The survivors need to escape the map. To do that, you need to open one of two doors. However, to get the doors to be open, you need to turn the power on. To turn the power on, you have to repair 5 generators. So you can see in the bottom left corner of my screen, you see the... Fuck, I just fucked that up. This is going to be hard because I usually don't talk while I'm playing this game. So you got to repair 5 generators to successfully turn the power on. As you saw over there on the right side of my screen, somebody just successfully did a generator, so that number went down to 4. I'm currently working on this one, and I should be able to finish it because it looks like the killer is camping. So what that means is, or I'll talk about that in a second. Mechanically speaking, very simple. You sit here, and it's all basically these little skill checks. So this, every once in a while, this wheel will pop up, and you have to successfully stop the needle within the acceptable zone. If you do it, everything is fine, and you just keep repairing, and you can see that progress bar keeps going up. If you mess it up like I did the first one, the generator pops, and it essentially just like discharges, and the killer will become aware that you're on that generator. But there you see, so I just successfully repaired the generator, therefore we have 3 more. Okay, so from the player's perspective, that is literally, or from the survivor's perspective, that's literally all you do, is you repair the generators and try to get out. Now, obviously there's more to it than that. So you can see over there, the pink figure, that's the killer. The red figure, that's the survivor that he just hooked. So from the killer's perspective, the way the game works is the killer wants to stop all of the survivors from getting out. When he hits you, he can hit you basically twice if you have full health. Once you get hit twice, you get downed, and the killer can do one of 2 things. He can basically just leave you downed, and you have to basically crawl around and hope a teammate comes to heal you, or he can hook you. If he hooks you, that's essentially what it sounds like. You're stuck on the hook. That's why that guy looks like he's floating in midair right now. You essentially get hooked, and you have to have one of your teammates come and save you. Now, unfortunately for that guy who got hooked, he's kind of screwed because the killer is doing a certain strategy here. The killer can basically do one of 2 strategies. If he hooks an enemy, or if he hooks a survivor, he can camp the survivor, and that means he just stands right next to the hook and waits for the survivor to bleed out and die. Now, the pro of that is it's a guaranteed death of a survivor. The con of that is that the other survivors can basically just run around and repair the rest of the generators without worrying because they know the killer is standing in one spot. The other option is the killer can go hook the enemy and then just go back on the hunt. Now the pro there is that he's hunting and that the survivors have a harder time. The con is that what the survivors can do is they can go and save the guy on the hook. And you can get hooked a total of 3 times. So if you get hooked once, you're okay, you gotta have a teammate come save you. If you get hooked twice, again, you're okay. If you get hooked a 3rd time, that's your automatic death and you're out of the game. Okay, so I'm about to finish this generator. The killer is near me. So what I'm gonna do is finish it and then just go hide for a second. Okay, let's see, stop that. Okay, so guys, basically, what I just explained, that's the whole premise of the game. Like I said, it's a very simple game to learn. There is some strategy involved, so like I said, I've been playing this for a couple months now, and I've gotten relatively good. A lot of it just comes with experience, like any game, and you kind of start to get in the head of the killer. Like, you understand that, oh shoot, there's the killer right there. So let me give you guys, that was really lucky. Ooh, that's a good item. So I'm gonna destroy this hook here. Hopefully he tries to bring her to this hook and then he won't be able to. No, he's not. He's bringing her away. Okay, so once again, he's just gonna camp her, which is unfortunate for her. but it means I'm going to get this generator here. So you can see exactly what I'm talking about. The killer is standing right there. So essentially, there's no way for me to save her, except if I cause a distraction like that, but you can see he doesn't even care. He's literally not moving. He's just going to stay there the whole time until the survivor dies. So it sucks, but that survivor is screwed. And that means I'm just going to basically sit here and finish this generator, assuming I can. Otherwise, my teammate might be able to finish one. But that's all that's going to happen here. So this is, in my opinion, a really stupid killer, because right there, when I fucked up that generator, he knows that. He can see that when I fuck that up. So the fact that he's just staying there, that tells you how dedicated he is to his strategy. So here comes this survivor. So that survivor is thinking, oh, I'm going to rescue the person, but it's not going to work. See, there you go. They're about to get hit. That was really stupid. That was honestly really fucking stupid. So I'm just going to finish this generator. I don't know what that person was thinking, to be honest. So I'm going to kind of be an asshole here. I'm going to be selfish, and I'm just going to finish this game on my own. Actually, wait. Actually, maybe not. So, oh, this guy got away. Nice. All right, so once you see again, he's going to go back to his strategy. So here we go. Boom. Finished. So I really don't know what this killer's thinking. They're just kind of stupid. So I'm going to go for points here. So all the generators are done. I'm going to do what you call 99ing this door. Or actually, I'm just going to open it. I don't care about that person on the hook. I'll heal you. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, so this is a really weird killer, actually. I'm not really sure what the killer is thinking. Hey, come back here. I want to heal you. Oh, come back, come back. No. Let me get points. I'm only healing her so I can get points. This is actually going to be a really good game for me because I popped 3 generators, healed somebody, no hook rescues, but yeah, pretty good game. All right, so now here comes the killer. This is a really weird killer. I don't know what the killer's thinking. I'm going to let her... All right, so now we're just kind of celebrating, taunting the killer. I'm out. Sorry, girl. Alright, guys, that's the game. So from my perspective, I just won that game. I escaped. That is the objective. And so I'll show you a little bit of the screen here. So this is the end game screen. Really, all I care about is this number up here. So where this says 14, that's my current level. And if you see this little, where it says progress, and you can see one little diamond, that's called a pip. And so in order to get to rank 13, the ranks count downwards from 20. In order to get to rank 13, I have to pip 4 times. And the way that you pip is based on these 4 traits here. And so you can see I got enough points to get a pip in this game. But basically, Lightbringer, that's how many generators did you pop. So I got Iridescent here because I did really well. Unbroken, that means you basically don't even get hurt. So I didn't get hurt that game, that's why it's red. Benevolent, this means this is the like unhooking and healing, so I healed somebody, so that gave me bronze, which is like the weakest. And then Evader, this is basically if you get chased by the killer and you escape. And I never really even came into contact with the killer there. But yeah, guys, so that's the whole game. It's a lot. I know it, like, I don't know how it looks from your perspective. Maybe it looks kind of boring or slow. That was a weird game. Admittedly, that was a pretty uneventful game. But for me, it's fun because I'm obviously I'm the one playing it, and I escaped, which is cool. But it's a really fun game. It's a game that I did not think I would get that into. To be honest, the only reason I got into it is I've been dating this girl for a handful of months now. And one of the first things we started talking about when I met her was that she's also a PlayStation gamer, which is really cool because I've never dated anybody that is like a real gamer, and she is. She's really cool. But like, to give you an example, in the past I've dated women where like I'll ask them if they play video games, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm a pretty good gamer. And I'm like, oh, what do you play? Oh, Wii fishing. I'm really into Wii fishing. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, come on. And so when I met this girl, we started talking about it, and sure enough, like she's hardcore. She's cool, and she's really into this game. And so once we started getting a little more involved, she asked me to download it and start playing with her. And that's a first for me. Like I said, I've never dated somebody that I actually ended up playing games with. Normally, it's I'm dating somebody that watches me play games, and they're like, "Oh my God, you play so much games." So it's a nice change of pace. But anyway, she put me onto this game and started playing with her. She taught me the basics, and then I kind of just ran with it. And at first, I thought I wasn't going to get into it. I was like, "Oh, I'll only play this game when I play with her." But then it reached a point where I like legitimately started liking this game, and I just play it on my own now. Yeah, so like I said, that's why I got into the game. It's a lot of fun. Mechanically, it's just so easy. The objective is so simple. The control, there's literally like 4 controls. You move around, you hold R1 to repair generators, you press L1 to do that little skill check, L2 to crouch, L1 to sprint. And I think that's literally it. Those are the only controls. R2 does something too. Like if you have a med kit, R2 is how you heal. But that's basically it. That's the controls. So it's one of the easiest games to learn. It's a lot of fun. It's really addictive. The only thing I don't like is, so this up here, this 14, like I said, that's your survivor ranking. It starts at 20 and goes down. So 1 is the lowest rank you can have. The only thing I really dislike is that your rank resets on, I think it's the 13th or 15th of every month. So every month your rank resets. Now it doesn't always go back to 20. I don't know how they determine this, but there has to be some type of like bracket that they use, because like if you're level 17 or up, then you go back to 20. But for example, the girl that I was dating, she was like a level 11, and then the reset hit and she went up to like 14. So they use some type of like bracket so that you don't always go back to 20. But it's still really annoying. I get why they do it. Like it adds a lot of playability, because you don't want to, if you're always at level 1, then maybe you lose motivation to play. So I get why they do it. I just wish that the frequency was a little lower, like maybe every other month or something like that. At the end of the day, though, it's not a big deal for me, because with this game, this is a fun game, but it's not like, it's not something that I'm super passionate about. You know what I mean? Like, I play this game maybe every other day, and typically I'll just play like 3 to 4 matches. And at the end of the day, my ranking isn't the biggest deal to me. Like, I am much more interested in getting trophies for single player games. I'm much more into my KD ratio in Call of Duty. Like, those are things I care about more. But all in all, this is a really fun game. If you guys haven't played it, I definitely recommend trying it. But it's something I'm really glad I got put onto, and it's a game I can see myself playing for a long time. Alright, so I'm about to start game 2. On average, I would say the games last anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. And so given that I like to usually keep my videos at about 30 minutes long, that's good for this. So I'll do 2 games here. Unless this is just a shit show game that ends in 2 minutes, which normally isn't the case, then I'll probably end the video after this game. But yeah, guys, so that's what I wanted to talk about here. This is Death by Daylight. Like I said, mechanically speaking, very simple game. Basically, in the first game, I was able to show you everything there is to see. There are a couple other features, like you didn't get to see me get chased by the killer, so you didn't get to see my like escape maneuvers or things like that. I was talking earlier about experience with the game. You start to kind of get in the mind of the killer. So for example, like this generator here, I'm almost done with it. When I finish it, the killer will be alerted to that. The killer will know that I'm right here and I just fixed this generator. So your gut would tell you as soon as you fix the generator to run away to somewhere else. But once you get a little bit of experience, you start to realize that the killer knows that. You know, the killer knows that you're gonna start running somewhere else. And so sometimes you might actually want to stay put for a couple seconds and just wait. or see right there. So a player just fixed that generator, which means I'm gonna go to another one, I guess. But I just can't believe I haven't seen the killer yet. Uh-oh. Okay. So once you hear that heartbeat, I think the killer's on me. Shoot. Oh my god. Oh, the killer's right here. Oh, damn it. We got a shitty killer. Alright, guys, so now you're going to get to see another feature of the game. I'm just going to have some fun with this. So here's the killer. Okay? And the reason I'm standing so close to the killer is because one of two things. Either this killer is not playing, they're away from their controller, or it's a point game. And a point game basically means the killer just logged on for no reason and he's going to let the survivors get as much points as possible. So that's why I'm standing right next to him, because the longer you stand next to the killer, the more points you rack up. So watch this. I'm going to just keep standing here. He's not doing anything. He doesn't care. I'm just going to sabotage these hooks because that gives me points. And then watch this. So when I run away here, watch the left side of the screen. It's going to say like bold and escaped and different things like that. Or it should. I don't know. Maybe I'm still not out of range. Okay, so I don't know why those points didn't show. Oh, okay, so there's the bold. So the bold basically means I was in the presence of the killer, and so I get points for that. I'm going to repair another generator so I can get more points. So unfortunately, this is a shitty game because the killer is just letting survivors run around and get points. So from a player's perspective, it's cool because I'm basically just getting 3 points right now, which is going to mean I'm going to level up faster. From the downside, it's obviously not fun. Like, I don't want to get points this way, but when you get in a situation like this, you kind of just have to go with it, because if you leave the game, then you lose a ton of progress. So it's like, this isn't how I want to level up, but I would much rather just play along here than quit and nothing happens. So I'm just going to have some fun with this. Like, this isn't going to be a serious game, unfortunately, but I'm just going to have fun with it. Like I said, sometimes this happens. We're not necessarily here to capture the world's best gameplay. We're just here to have a good time. And I'm having a good time. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a good time. And I'm just going to get some points, so hell yeah. Okay, so this generator is finished. I imagine my teammates must be pretty close to finishing the remaining 2. And then before leaving, like, I'm gonna just keep trying to repair, because if I can repair another one, that would be really good. Yeah, so at this point, I'm just trying to get as much points as possible. I'm trying to show you guys some stuff too. Alright, so there's one. Here's one. I think my teammates are going to beat me to it, but I'm just going to start repairing this so that I can get points. Even if you don't finish a generator, you still get points. Notice the difference too between good and great skill checks. If you stop the needle in the small little highlighted zone, you get a great skill check. So that's something else I'll do right now, is since there's not really a consequence if I mess up the generator, I'll just keep trying to get great skill checks. It's obviously harder, and there's more room for error, but like I said, there's not really any consequences here, because if I pop this generator, the killer's not going to come get me, so screw it, I'm just going for points. But yeah, guys, so this is the game. That's how I got into it, the little story. This is a cross-platform game, so if you guys are on PS5, Xbox, PC, whatever, download this game. Or if you want, you have to buy it, obviously. But yeah, if you ever want, you know, feel free to drop a comment with like your PlayStation ID or something, and as long as you're not a weirdo, I feel no problem with adding you as a friend and potentially playing together. Okay, so here we go. Finished this. Boom. Power's back on. I'm gonna open a door once again just so I can get the points. Oh, that's shitty. The killer DC'd. So that means the killer disconnected, which means I just get an automatic escape. So that was kind of not the best, but luckily I pipped, so I'm not complaining. Yeah, there you go. So once again, I got a perfect score for generators because I did 3 of them. perfect score for not getting hurt. Bronze for healing and hooking because nobody got hurt, so I don't even know how I got bronze for that. And then Evader, I got this because I ran next to the killer for a little while, so the game counts that as chase. Cool. Well, anyway, there you go, guys. So that was the first episode of Multiplayer Mondays. Like I said, maybe next week I'll do Call of Duty. Maybe I'll stick to this game. I'm still not really sure. But yeah, this is just another new type of series that I wanted to throw onto the channel because I have a lot of fun with this game. Like I said, these two games that you just saw unfold, unfortunately, weren't the most exciting. In the future, I'm sure you'll get to see me run around and scream and get really angry and do some really cool chase sequences. But for now, we got to take what we can get. At least you got to see the basics of the game. You got to see me get a lot of points. And hopefully you had a good time, because I did. So anyway, guys, want to thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. And as always, I will see you in the next video.